Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today is the last Monday morning fire update that I'll be doing. One, it's just the end of the fire season. Things are going to start slowing down. But also, actually, the main real reason is that my maternity leave is up. So I unfortunately will have to go back to work. So I will not be here on Mondays to do this. I will be at work. I would love to be a full-time content creator and just have this be my job because that would be amazing. We are nowhere near that, so I have to go back to work. But welcome to today's fire update. We're just gonna hop right on in over to NIFC, of course. A few updates real quick. Fridays, I think we have probably like 2 more Fridays that I'll be able to do fire updates, and then I'll have to go back to work because next Monday I have an event, so that's why we're not going to be live next Monday, and then I start work the beginning of October. So, but we should have like 2 more Fridays, so don't worry, no worries there. But also, if you guys are coming in, just say hi. I would love to see where you guys are coming in from. I know a lot of people are out on fire still. There's like 15,000 people out on fire still. But if you are tuning in live, say hi. Let me know where you're coming in from. And then also if you're on the replay crew, hello. I love you guys and welcome. So since this will be one of our last Mondays together, make sure you guys are following me on social media. Go over to Instagram or on TikTok. They're both at Ronnie Ocampo. So follow me there and we will see how end of fire season go so we can stay in contact over the winter because we won't be having any fire news. So make sure you guys are doing that. All right, let's just hop right on in to today's show. Let's run the intro. All right, so we are over in NIFC. We are at a National Preparedness Level 3. If you guys are new here, NIFC is the National Interagency Fire Center. And so we have 95 large fires and complexes that have burned a lot of acres in 9 different states. So the most large fire activity is in Idaho, which we saw on Friday. We looked at the map of Idaho and Montana. So like the top half of Idaho and over into Montana, and actually some into Washington as well. So there's 38 large fires that are burning, followed by Montana, which has 27 large fires. 2 new large fires were reported in Oklahoma. Nearly 15,000 wildland firefighters and support personnel are assigned to incidents. Red flag warnings are in effect today across most of Wyoming into southwest South Dakota and northwest Nebraska due to a dry and windy conditions. Air quality alerts have been issued for parts of southern and central Oregon into this evening due to smoke from the Cedar Creek fire. So I've seen a lot of news reports saying that the air quality in California, like Northern California and into Oregon, are just really bad because of all the smoke that's going on. So it's just crazy. But I also have seen, I don't actually know what fires they were, but I know a lot of people are getting rained on. So, I mean, obviously the rain helps. So that's good. But it also kind of sucks when you're on a fire and you want to stay out there longer. But I know there has been rain on a lot of the different fires. So, which has been helpful. So the only fires that I really wanted to go into, I wanted to go into Mosquito, just because we have been talking about that one. And so we're just going to pop in, see what that has been, the changes are for that one. So we'll go over into InciWeb, of course. So this one is the Mosquito fire. This one's in California. And you can see Beale Air Force Base. That's actually one of the bases I can get stationed at. And I do not want to go. If anyone's been to Beale, let me know. But I do not want to go there. But anyways, different story for a different day. Okay, so Mosquito fire. This one was last updated 10 minutes ago. So it's 76,290 acres. It's 39% contained. So that is good. I I don't remember exactly what the numbers were last time we looked at it. But they have 3,722 personnel on it. So I know it's a pretty big one. I know I've seen quite a few people on social media saying that they're on that one or the Cedar Creek fire in Oregon. And we talked about that one before as well. So this one is still under investigation. It'll be interesting to see if they actually come up with what the cause was. So the fire is burning in grass, bush, and timber. The record dry vegetation has responded to recent days and nights of high relative humidity and actual precipitation Sunday. So maybe that was one of the fires that I saw that actually got rained on. However, large logs and trees are still very dry and continue to burn and smolder. So interesting on this one. Yeah. So that's Cedar Creek, or that's Mosquito. And actually, someone did ask me, how do they name fires? And my experience is that when you're the IC, you're the very first asset there. You get to name the fire. So we always chose like the closest feature, like landmark or feature, distinguishable feature. I know you could also name it by like roads or, you know, I don't know, just something that's like really close by. So I actually Googled it because I want to make sure that I was correct. I mean, that was my experience, but I just don't know if that's like what other people's experiences are. So a wildfire is usually named after the closest landmark, water tank, street name, road sign, etc., or a nearby geological feature like a stream, a lake, canyon, mountain peak, trail, or ridge. So in some cases, fires are named simply for the towns or counties, sorry, in which they originate. So that makes sense to me. That's how we named ours. So Mosquito, I don't know what around there is mosquito, but maybe someone saw a mosquito flying around there. There's a lot of mosquitoes and they were just like, that's what this fire is called. I'm not sure. But I just wanted to circle back on that question that I got. So, okay. So the other article that I saw that I wanted to pull up was California funding research to develop new wildfire defense tools. So I thought this one was interesting. I know on Friday we talked about a company who's going to start being really aggressive in making a lot of like tools and pumps and stuff like that. So I think a lot of our equipment will start being, it was called like ILIS or ILIS or something like that. So I saw that. And then, so this one, they're funding research to develop new wildfire defense tools. So there's a lot of technology, because I know one of the times we also talked about, those big balloons that are going to be hovering over fires as well to make sure they're sucking up data and sending it for people to analyze. So there's a lot more technology coming to firefighting, wildland firefighting, and I am totally here for it. I absolutely love it. So when I see stuff like this, I'm like, oh, that's so cool that they're actually putting money into to research and better able to understand wildland fires and how to, and this is to better predict those wildfires spread from burning wildlands to communities. So I just really think it's interesting. Of course, we have a lot of really destructive fires. It talks about, is it climate warming or something like that, that talks about, anyways. So there's just a lot more destructive fires that are going on. And so the techniques that we're going to use are being talked about up at the higher levels of our government. Are we going to suppress everything? Are we going to let things burn? And there's consequences with either way of just like how we're going to go about extinguishing the flames or not, and due to climate warming and all that stuff. So I just really think it's really interesting to kind of piece all of that together. And they want to develop a model to predict how fires spread from burning wildlands to communities in hopes of enabling the design of homes and surrounding landscaping to better withstand destructive blazes. So there's a lot of like forethought that has to go into like planning of how a building is built and then the landscape around it. So to prevent fires or, like help them to not spread so quickly. So I just really think it's really interesting. I find that, to me, as a fire nerd, I find that to be quite interesting. So anyways, and I think that was all of the news articles that I found. Like I said, things are starting to dwindle down pretty quickly. So there wasn't a ton of articles going on, and especially where we're meeting 2 times a week. There's not like a lot going on. So like I said, this will be the last Monday fire updates that we're going to be doing this season. So the end of fire season 2022. And then we'll, meet back up for 2023. Unless I'm out on fires, which I doubt, but I would love to. So we'll see. Because, I am a mom. And so we have to figure out what to do with my children while I'm out on fires. Because I don't think that that's going to be too possible for me, but we'll see. But anyways, so I just wanted to let you guys know that I have a ton of resources for you guys. And that is the reason that I'm here. I just want to create things that are going to help you be successful. So I actually wanted to, I've talked about my website before, but I wanted to show you guys like this is it and this is here for you. I have a couple of free guides on here to help you start your wildland fire journey. It's a free step-by-step guide on how to apply for wildland firefighting. So as this year comes to an end, we are going to start going into the cycle of windows opening, which windows have already opened for jobs for 2023 for the fire season. So definitely now is the time. And then if you are interested of like, hey, I'm not real sure if if firefighting is for me, if I really want to get into it, this is the Wildfire Career Decision Course that I've created for you guys. It just really helps you decide like, here's a couple of things that you need to look at. And then it will help you decide, yes, this is the path I want to go down, or no, it's not going to work out for me. At least, maybe this season. So anyways, I've created that for you guys, and that is open starting today, and it closes on the 25th, on Sunday, the 25th. So it's only open for a week. So then we'll have the first group of people go through that. It's only 4 modules. It's a pretty quick course. It's just really meant to help you get it down pretty quick of like, okay, this is my decision. I want to go for it. So now you're going to have time to actually apply for firefighting for the 2023 season. So that's why I wanted to do it now. It's going to be a quick course. You can get it done in a day. You can get it done in a couple days, depending how aggressive you want to be with it. But yes. So that's there for you guys. Of course, this is the free step-by-step guide that you can sign up for. And yeah, so of course I have my YouTube videos on here that you guys can go check out. I have my Amazon favorites. So these are my must-haves these are things that I would put in my red bag, in my line gear. So that way, those are the things that I need while I'm out on fires. So this is the shop that I have created with Amazon of my favorites. So you guys can check that out. Of course, we have the fire season logbook to be able to log all your fires with the pertinent information. I just think it's so fun to be able to look back at the end of your season and see all the fires you've been on and all the information from that. So I just think it's really fun. So that's my favorite. But yeah, so I have a bunch of notebooks, just empty, blank notebooks. So you guys can write all your notes in there. We have a gratitude journal. We have the Death Watch series. So you guys can check those out. Those are, when you click on here, it'll just send you over to Amazon. You can buy it from Amazon. So I just wanted to show you, these are the resources that I have for you guys. And, I still have my 4-week pack test prep guide, the workout program that help you get you ready for your fire season. And then we're going to have the 45-pound course opening up here in a little while. So, but the Wildland Fire Career Decision course is open now. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that. Anywho, I hope you guys have a good week. Thank you guys for joining me for the Monday fire updates. I appreciate it. And I look forward to, seeing you guys for a couple more Fridays, and then it will be done. beginning of October, I have to go back to work. Sadly, I don't want to, but it is a thing that I have to do. So anyways, I hope you guys have a good week, and I will see you guys on Friday. All right, bye guys.